Listen up, sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest new European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the table. Sign up at BetUS.com today to get into the action. BetUS, where the game begins. Listen up, sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest new European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the table. Sign up at BetUS.com today to get into the action. BetUS, where the game begins.
This episode of the Darion Hopkins Sports Show is sponsored by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the #1 platform to browse, discover, and experience best events in town, all in the palm of your hand. From heart-pounding concerts that can make you dance to nail-biting sports games that can keep you on the edge of your seat, SeatGeek has it all. From exclusive deals and personalized recommendations tailored just for you. Use the promo code DHopkins and get $20 off your first purchase. So join the movement. SeatGeek. Get up, get out, and get tickets. What is up? What is up? What is up? We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for episode 5 of season 2 of the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. I am your host, Darion, of course. And of course, I have my right-hand man with me today, Mr. Snowman in the morning, Mr. Brian Snow. How you doing this afternoon, sir?
I am doing great, man. I am doing absolutely great.
Is it about the NBA Finals, or are you just feeling absolutely great in general?
Well, both, and because I get to pick on you for an hour.
You always get it's like big brother, little brother stuff. You know what I'm saying? He always does that. But shout out to everybody that's watching right now. We're
now,
live.
Have I always picked on you as long as we? Well, I can't even complete
each other. Yes,
I can't even complete that question, because if my wife were standing here in front of me, she'd be cracking up laughing because she knows that's how I am.
Right, absolutely. But we are live on Facebook. We are live on Twitter. We are live on the Darion Hopkins Sports Show on Twitch, and we're on Bigo Live as well on my iPad as well. I'm trying to see how can I get it from my iPad to actually have it on the main screen, but right now it's just mobile. So shout out to everybody that's on Bigo Live.
No problem. I can try and help you with that. We'll do that later on today. We'll definitely try to figure that out. But shout out to everyone that's in the chat, from Mo Green to Arku to Daniel to Anthony Estrada. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's on the 87 that's watching on Bigo as well. We really do appreciate y'all. Shout out to my sister TT, my sister Paxley, and everybody that is watching today's show. We have a lot to talk about, and I want to get down to the nitty-gritty. But before we do anything, make sure y'all go over and subscribe to Snowman Multimedia. Make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all do that. I don't know why, like, my brightness. Okay, maybe I need to sit back a little bit because I don't know why my brightness is doing what it does, and I got two. Oh, that's easy. You're wearing Raider stuff.
I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
Put the hat back on.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I got the Devontae Adams jersey on today, so I'm good.
Debo's better.
Oh, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, and we're not going to talk about that as like that. So,
remember the NFL cover.
Don't start with me today. Don't start with me today, man. I'm telling you right now. Why you telling me to keep the hat on? Like,
put the hat on. Put the hat on, man. Put the hat on.
You're killing me, Smalls. Like, you're killing me, Smalls.
He's calling me Smalls, and I'm 6 feet 5 inches tall. Okay, what is wrong with this picture?
I know I'm a shortstop. I'm not going to sit there and lie. I'm 4.5, so I'm not going to sit there and lie like that. Listen, I love that. Listen, I'd rather love. Let me tell you something, Anthony Estrada. Yes, it's the Devontae Adams shirt jersey. Let me tell you why. Because regular jerseys, if you buy them now, they're too fucking heavy.
They're expensive,
and they're too heavy. It is 90 degrees in Philadelphia right now. You think I want to wear a heavy ass jersey? No. And I won't. And when I go to Vegas in August, I will not be wearing no Raiders regular jersey in that. I'll be wearing the t-shirt jersey.
Wear the t-shirts even if you're in Vegas.
Yeah.
Even if you're in Vegas, even though that's dry heat, Vegas, Arizona, New Mexico, even in that dry heat, it's not fun.
It's
at
not.
all.
It's not fun at all. Absolutely not. It's not fun at all. But make sure y'all go subscribe to Snowman Multimedia. He does have 2 pages. If you are in the Discord, we definitely put the link in the Discord. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Snowman Multimedia. This show is sponsored by SeatGeek. If you want to get your, live events, concerts, sporting events, anything that you want to do, make sure you go to SeatGeek.com and use the promo code DHopkins and get $20 off your first purchase. If you would love to donate to either of our channels, Snowman Multimedia will put his link in the chat for his Cash App, and you see my Cash App at the bottom at D Hopkins Show. So really, he's going to put everything in it. He's going to put everything there. But yeah, Snowman is the new official co-host of the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. So we really appreciate him, stepping up to the plate to actually, coming on here with me and bully me for how long how long he feels like it. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But that's the brother. I'm used to.
You brought up the EA cover. Listen, you brought up the detail of the EA cover yesterday, which I already saw. You brought that up yesterday. I just picked on you about it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt some kind of way about that, but it's all right.
Some kind of way.
I felt some kind of way.
My God, you pointed a finger at me talking about, did you peep that? Did you peep that? And as soon as I said I had 2 reasons for it, you broke into a wide smile because you knew where I was going with it.
Oh my God. That is crazy. But make sure y'all kind of, follow, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna definitely get into the NBA Finals recap. And I know he really talked about it on his show on Snowman in the morning, but I want to get into it because I have a lot to say. And I don't know if Snowman want to let me go.
I'll give you your opening statement. I will give you your opening statement. The Dallas Mavericks are fucking frauds.
I thought they was frauds coming into the playoffs, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, I thought the same thing too, but somehow they miraculously got through the West and got to the NBA Finals, and then the Boston Celtics have socked them in the mouth.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, that's I will step back. You can even take the camera, and I will cede the floor to you.
I want you up on the screen because
you want me up here?
I want you up here. So I'm not gonna even. We're not. Listen. I'm gonna say this about.
Are you gonna make me laugh for 20 minutes?
I'm going to make you laugh. It's going to be one hell of a segment. I'm telling you this right now. It's going to be one hell of a segment.
Let's get it. Let's
get down to the nitty-gritty.
I will just say 2 things. The Mavericks are frauds and they're being exposed for it. And tomorrow night puts an end to the NBA season and the Celtics celebrate number 18.
Absolutely.
Now I will see the Florida unit.
Well, let me just tell y'all this. I know Snowman remembers we had this conversation yesterday. Did we not say it determines what happens in the third quarter?
Yes, you did.
Of the game.
Third
it
quarter
determines who will win the game, right?
And the Boston Celtics put a foot in their ass in the third period.
They put a foot. They put a kendo stick. Like what? They put a kendo stick 35-19 in the third quarter, and it was up 18. What, going into the fourth?
Going into the fourth period.
Man, let me tell you something. This Boston Celtics team is legit.
Mm-hmm.
They are legit. And it got to a point where I'm like, you know what? Just give them the goddamn trophy. At this point, just give them, just don't even play a game 4 at this point. Don't. Because the Boston Celtics are so good, even though Porzingis was out last night.
And they didn't care. Tillman came in and put in great minutes, even though he didn't score a lot. But defensively, he was great. He didn't need to score a lot. He didn't.
He did need to score a lot. But Jaylen Brown, my God, when he came out in that third quarter, he only had only had 6 in the first half, if I'm not mistaken.
He had 6 in the first half.
It had 26 or something like that in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
My God, the man.
Guess where most of those points were? They were in the third period.
38 and 8 for Jaylen Brown in 41 minutes. Then Jason Tatum, like even before you got on the show, I did a segment before said who will have a breakout game, Jason Tatum or Kyrie Irving. Both of them had breakout games. 31 points for Jason Tatum, and you had 35 for Kyrie Irving. So both of them had breakout games. But I'm gonna say this about Luka Doncic because I'm putting the APP out on him. I don't care if that man had 27 points and 6 rebounds and 6 assists. The man fouled out with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
And that put the game on ice.
And Luka was crying, bitching, complaining about the refs. You got to learn how to play basketball and let that shit go.
Mm-hmm. Can you say that again? Can you say that again for those of us in the back of the old Spectrum in Philadelphia?
Yes, you have to let it go. You have to play your game and not let these refs get to you, because it's been many a times you let these refs get to you, and now you're getting fouls at mid-court on Pritchard.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you fouling
Pritchard?
He's
Peyton Pritchard of all players.
He's not a threat for you to reach in on him. He don't have a handle like that.
He does now, since he got Luka to foul out. Because, see, here's the thing that I saw in the later stages of the second quarter when the Celtics took the lead that they didn't relinquish, and all through the third period. The Celtics did not only outplay them on the floor, they outplayed them up here.
Yes. 100% agree. 100% agree. Because this is what I'm gonna say about the Dallas Mavericks. The fact that even Luka scored 27 and fouled out, Kyrie had 35, and it was just the rest. Yep. This is the problem with the Dallas Mavericks. You don't have a bench. You don't have a real supporting cast. PJ Washington, he was a good fit. Don't get me wrong. Hardaway, you play. Let me just go to the minutes for Tim, because where's the APP out for Tim Hardaway Jr.? That man played 19 minutes. He only had 3 rebounds, but 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks, 0 turnovers, and 0 points. Excuse me?
0
NBA Finals.
Where's my sound? Let me have a little fun here. Did Tim Hardaway score any points last night?
No, not one.
No. Did Tim Hardaway have any rebounds last night?
No.
Did Tim Hardaway have an impact like many predicted him to have at the top of this series?
No.
In other words, and the Mavericks should tell him,
so goodbye to you and farewell to thee.
Jesus Christ. Mentally, they're, I'm going to say it like this. The Celtics are mind fucking. They're mind fucking the
backwards.
Mavericks right now.
Backwards
at that. Jeremiah's fucking marriage backwards right now, and it's just that like Luka really had the nerve. Like as I did do the live last night, I did do the play-by-play last night,
and you did great. When you started when my wife came in last night, you were getting geared up, and I had tuned in for a moment, but see, being the red-blooded man that I am, I was getting ready to tune in with you, and then my wife said 2 words: "Dinner's ready." And I flew the hell out of here.
Dinner's ready is enough said.
It's a wrap. My wife said dinner's ready, and I flew the hell out of my office.
People saying that Lively hasn't showed up. Let me just say this: Lively the second is a rookie, right? Mm-hmm. He played 30 minutes. He was 5 of 6 from the field. He had 13 boards and 11 points. I mean, what you supposed to expect from a rookie in the NBA Finals? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm not mad at Lively hasn't showed up because he's a rookie. But Tim Hardaway Jr. is a difference than Lively. We got to stop that.
Let me try this another way. Since I got my sounds up now on the correct page, did Tim Hardaway show up last night?
No.
Did Tim Hardaway have a contribution last night?
No.
Did Tim Hardaway make the difference that people expected him to make?
No.
And for those of you who thought he did, and I'm going to make Darion laugh with this, and for those of you who thought he did,
stay off the weed.
Yes. Stay off the crack, not the weed. Stay off the crack. Oh, it's ridiculous that this man was the 3rd leading scorer all year for the Dallas Mavericks and nowhere to be found in these finals. And what's crazy about this? Dallas shot 44.2% from the field. That's 38 of 86. There was 9 of 25 from the 3-point line, which is 36%. Mm-hmm. They went to the free throw line 16 times, 14 of 16 with 87%. Mm-hmm. They out rebounded the Boston Celtics 43-36 and lost. Mm-hmm. How? I know how. Luka Doncic bitching and complaining
again.
Luka Doncic is the reason why. The reason why, I'm sorry, but we can't say enough about the only thing I can say about the Boston Celtics that they had an easy run because of everybody being hurt in the Eastern Conference, but there's nobody hurt here in these NBA Finals. There's nobody hurt. I mean, besides Porzingis, but that's on their side. But I'm talking about for Dallas.
You play the cards you have been dealt, okay? And the Boston Celtics have been dealt a winning hand.
They have.
They've been dealt a winning hand, and nobody realizes until now, up 3-0 with a closeout game tomorrow, how big of a hand the Celtics have been dealt. I mean, they said the same thing 6 years ago about the Golden State Warriors. Hell, they said it 2 years ago about the Golden State Warriors. But the question was posed, how many times have we seen the Golden State Warriors win a title and everybody else was playing hurt? Look, it is not the Warriors' fault that your team decided to fold like a deck of cards when it counted.
That part. 100%. 100%. At the end of the day, Luka gotta, like, I don't like to say this because I know it's people don't like when I say this, but he has to shut up against the rest and play basketball. Just shut up and play ball.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know that
it showed. It really showed his immaturity last night.
Now you know that phrase shouldn't be said among a certain sector of basketball fans, but I say it anyway. Shut the hell up and play ball.
Right. Like, this is a grown man's league. This is not FIBA basketball anymore, Luka Doncic. You're in the big leagues. You're in the NBA finals. This is your first time being in the finals, and this is how you're experiencing. You got to grow up.
It's the first time he's been in the finals, and dare I say, it'll be the last time he'll be in the finals. Because I said something this morning.
Until the Dallas Mavericks as an organization find a better supporting cast outside of Kyrie Irving.
You know what? Here's how you fix the Dallas Mavericks. And I talked about this morning. You tell Luka and you tell Kyrie bye-bye.
Wait,
They're
shout
gonna
out to
take their
Positive Vibes
lumps.
1 on Bigo. He said the finals are looking like an episode of Scare Street.
Find the lie. Find the lie.
Shout out to Positive Vibes 1 on Bigo Loud. Shout out to him. I really do appreciate you coming through, man. I do. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I just wanted to get that. Out of there, though.
Hey, find the lie. Look, Al Michaels said it best. You couldn't film this scene in a movie and make it look this good. You couldn't. The best Hollywood script writers, and I'm borrowing from a popular YouTuber by the name of David Carroll, the late David Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
The Hollywood script writers couldn't write this shit blindfolded and have it look this obvious.
Right.
They couldn't have it look. My thoughts on the NBA Finals, right there. Because as soon as Minnesota got by Denver, the Western Conference Finals was a snooze fest, and the NBA World Championship Series, and I hate using that term considering this ain't a World Championship Series, is a snooze fest.
Right.
It's a snooze fest. It's like Dallas looked up at Boston and said,
"Surprise, motherfucker."
And the Boston Celtics responded,
"Stay off the weed."
No, let me try that again. The Mavericks somehow got through the Western Conference playoffs as the Western champions and said,
"Surprise, motherfucker."
And in return, the Celtics responded by saying,
"I'm the juggernaut, bitch."
Find the lie.
I like you said earlier, I think like you said on your show, I think Denver and Boston was the predicted finals, and the way I'm really surprised that Minnesota beat them. But I wouldn't even mind Minnesota, and I'm gonna just tell you why. I think Minnesota would at least won one or two games in the NBA Finals, but they wouldn't have won the series. Just because I think you have better experience. I mean, you can call me a fool all you want. I do not care. I just feel like they won one or two games just because I think of their size, of their length, and I think they're, the mix of young and veteran players on the team. Right. If you look at the Dallas Mavericks team and the way it's built, all of them goddamn players besides Dante Exum and Tim Hardaway and Kyrie and Luka is the only young, probably so-called veterans on this team. Everybody else is young.
You love this sound that I broke out yesterday, and I'll do it again. The Celtics are looking at the Mavericks and the Timberwolves and down the line going,
"What is that? What the fuck is that?"
The only problem with Denver that I have is the reason why they benched. When they got rid of Brown, I think they really screwed themselves in not re-signing him. Denver screwed themselves on that. So for me, that's why I said Minnesota, because I think the reason why Denver would have lost in the finals because of the lack of bench. Right. And I think Minnesota has an okay bench for them to help them get over the hump. With their second unit versus Boston second unit, I think that probably would have been the matchup of the two of the second units. Now, if Denver would have had the team that they won the NBA championship last year, this year, then we have a different story.
Yes. The lack of bench cost the Denver Nuggets. The lack of bench, I'll say it again, the lack of bench cost the Denver Nuggets, period. It cost the Denver Nuggets. Now, what are the Celtics saying to the Mavericks right now? In game one, okay, let me use my sound bites to describe how this series had gone, and I'm going old school. In game one, before game one, the Celtics looked at the Mavericks at the circle before the jump ball was tossed and asked the following question.
What in the all types of blue hell?
And then the Mavericks got hit with a 37-point first quarter.
Yeah.
And the Mavericks said,
"Holy on smoke!"
while the Celtics were delivering,
"Come on!"
after,
"Come on!"
after.
Come on!
And they win 107-89. Oh, have you noticed in the first 3 games, the Celtics have had 3 digits on their scoreboard. The Mavericks have only had 2.
Even if you look at the scoreboard, like I said before, 30-31 in the first quarter. They was tied at 20 in the second quarter. And then even look at the fourth quarter, 29-21. Every quarter was close besides the third.
Except
and this is why the Dallas Mavericks will not win because of that third quarter. The same thing you did in game 2 is the same thing you did in game 3. And you let them get into rhythm. You let Boston get into rhythm. You let them get you didn't put nobody in foul trouble. And now you're paying for it 35-19 in the third quarter. That's the only stat I really need to say. The only stat that I need to say, because I definitely want to move on because I just listen.
We beat a dead horse even more dead than normal.
Yeah,
because this is a dead horse.
Boston Celtics getting their 18 banner. We really appreciate y'all. We do.
So they're gonna play glory days again, like they did when Kevin Garnett won. And they're going to play a lot of the theme Dirty Water, the theme of the Boston Red Sox. So they're going to do that.
I don't even want to talk about the Boston Red Sox. They beat my Phillies last night, damn it.
Well, play ball.
So
beat them. Do something about it, man.
Marmar,
where we going next?
Who is Just Rob? Just to let you know, follow Just Rob. Who is that? Who is that? I need for him to be in the chat on Bigo. I don't know who that is. So
okay.
No, I'm just saying on Bigo. So I don't know who that is. He's one of my friends told me to follow Just Rob.
Okay.
I don't know who he is. So Paxy's agent. Okay. If y'all could message me his Bigo ID. Make sure y'all let me know so I can.
What is that website you're using? Because I need to make an ID myself.
Yeah, Bigo's pretty dope. Bigo's pretty dope. If you're here,
give me the link. Give me the website, and I'll take a look.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, cool. Where do we go next?
So we're going to I know you don't want to talk about the Lakers, but we're going to talk about it. How there's a possibility how the Lakers might just lowball JJ Reddick this time like they did Dan Hurley. So according to sources,
the Lakers are a fucking dumpster fire. Period. Point blank. End of story. Which has Laker Nation saying,
God damn!
And most Laker fans going,
God damn it, let's go!
Man, you know what? you know what? Listen, Dan Hurley spurning the Lakers. If anybody remembers the name Galaga, anybody remembers the video game Galaga?
I remember that game.
You remember that game? You remember the challenge stage? What was played if you got a perfect score? That is what Dan Hurley did to the Lakers. Period. He told them to their offer, and now they're gonna lowball JJ Reddick so bad that he wouldn't want to come out of the broadcast area, but he needs to be out of the broadcast area because no one understands what in the Vita Blue, yellow-bellied, red-blooded hell is he saying.
Right. So I mean, according to Adrian Wojnarowski, he does report that JJ Reddick will formally interview with the Los Angeles Lakers coaching job this weekend, and a strong performance is expected to move him to the forefront of the franchise search, according to ESPN. Now, it does say Reddick is an ESPN NBA analyst who played 15 years in the league with 90 plus minute visit with the Lakers vice president and general manager Rob Pelinka last month at the Chicago Draft Combine. Blah.
There's your problem. Rob fucking Pelinka is still in office. Rob fucking Pelinka. There's your problem. Rob Pelinka is in office when he should have been told,
hell no.
After Pops died. Okay? After Jerry Buss died. God rest you and God love you, Jerry Buss.
Right.
Rob Pelinka should have been told,
hell no,
to the GM position because he has run that team into the dirt. I mean, for God's sakes, Jeannie Buss cow-tied every bag you can think of for every possible free agent to one person, and y'all know who that is. Y'all know who that is?
I would love to know who that is. I don't know.
LeBron James.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That answer your question?
Now, my thing is this though. Like, okay, you did offer Hurley 6 years, $70 million contract that he turned down.
Which is low.
The only reason why he
for
turned it
taking
down
on that bullshit.
The guarantee money was a low ball. People say people on my TikTok Darion D Hopkins show on TikTok, just to let y'all know. But I said that he lowballed Lakers lowballed Dan Hurley. It wasn't because of the 6 years, $70 million. It was the guarantee money. He would have been the sixth highest paid. But I mean, like, you got other coaches in here making 15, 16, 17 million a year, and you want to lowball him to 10 million a year, where he's probably gonna get more than that at Connecticut because he turned it down for the Lakers.
And Connecticut gave him 2 bags. They gave him a bag for each championship that he's won, and he's about to win a 3rd one.
Right.
I wouldn't want to leave. Listen, Connecticut Huskies, back-to-back national champions, recruiting class out east sealed for as long as you're their head coach.
Right.
Which is going to be forever. He's going to get the same kind of heroes treatment that Jay Wright got at Villanova for bringing them 2 titles in 3 years.
Yep.
He's going to get the same heroes treatment that Jay Wright got at Villanova. Los Angeles Lakers.
This is what I'm going to say, though. Mm-hmm. And people say, yeah, they're a playing team at best, but this is the problem with the Lakers: inconsistency at coaching. Me personally, I think Darvin Ham shouldn't have been fired. That's just my personal opinion.
Guess who made him the scapegoat?
And LeBron James did. We all know that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Darvin Ham got you to the Western Conference Finals last year. And even though y'all got swept the fact that y'all got there and got swept, I didn't even expect y'all to get to the Western Conference Finals. That wasn't even an expectation for the Lakers.
They look, Darvin Ham got screwed out of a job.
He sure did.
He got screwed out of a job. Frank Vogel, after bringing the Lakers a championship, got screwed out of a job.
In the COVID year.
In the COVID year. You was talking about the inconsistency of the Lakers coaching. I liken it to this sound. That one.
Right. Now, I understand why LeBron wants to bring in
with that one. Did I get you with the Joker's wild one?
You definitely got me with that one. You definitely got me with that one. But my problem with the Lakers is this, right? Mm-hmm. I understand you want to cater to your LeBron James. And I know why you really want to bring in JJ Reddick as an interview, because of the fact that he has a relationship with JJ Reddick. And now they both got a podcast together from what I'm hearing. I don't care about none of that. I think it's going to be a lot of confliction to have a coach and a player have a podcast, then got to come in and play and be together during the NBA regular season. I just don't like that.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm not a big fan. If I'm JJ Reddick, if I am JJ Reddick, right? And I'm gonna say this if I'm JJ Reddick, if you're offering me $10 million a year and ESPN is paying me 3 times more, I'm not leaving ESPN for $10 million a year with the Lakers. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. ESPN pays their analysts too much damn money for me to belittle myself to take $10 million a year. Absolutely.
And you would be belittling yourself. You would be belittling yourself. But here's a question I posed yesterday: who would want that job? Not in my life.
Only people that's okay. That's cool with LeBron James.
Not in my life. Sorry. Not in my life. Nope.
But I'm going to say this about Darvin Ham, though. Darvin Ham, you have a great setup in the Milwaukee Bucks. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
You have a great setup.
Stay there.
If Doc doesn't show up and they're losing, they're going to get him out of there. Mm-hmm. Darvin Ham, you're in the best position right now.
Listen, they should fire Doc Rivers right now. So you won't give him the chance to repeat the mistakes he made with the Clippers and the mistakes he made with the Philadelphia 76ers.
Right.
Doc Rivers must go right now. because
I think they're gonna wait till the trade deadline and see what their record is, and then they're gonna fire Doc.
Mm-hmm. If
That's
I were the GM of the Bucks, I'd kick Doc out now.
What's up, Cuban? What's going on, brother? What's going on, Cuban? I'm just shouting out everybody that's on the Be Going podcast. But JJ Reddick, excellent old. I think he's a smart player. I think he could be a smart coach. I just don't think he's going to take this 6 years, 70 million. If you offer him the same thing Darren Hurley is, I'm sorry, you might just hire somebody that's probably like a nobody, and LeBron could just walk all over at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my personal opinion.
I don't want to. Except for Eric Spoelstra, LeBron has nothing but yes men as coaches his entire career, right? Except for Eric Spoelstra, and you can thank Pat Riley for that assist.
Yeah, absolutely. I could 100% assist to that, but I got one more topic for NBA, and I think it's a very interesting one. I think this is a really interesting topic here about Victor Wembanyama. Can he turn the San Antonio Spurs into a free agent destination?
What do you mean? Can he? He already is.
I mean, we'll find out this year. Once free agency comes out in the summer. But before we do any of that, please help Snowman Multimedia. He is disabled. He is trying to help his family. So if you do want to Cash App him or Venmo him, y'all see it right here in front of the screen. So make sure you go to $Tallman Dr. K50 or Venmo at Big Snowman 2172. Make sure y'all go check that out.
And a lot of people have asked me why I use that particular ID for my Cash App. The tall man is me. Dr. K is my wife.
Okay. So
Dr. K is my wife.
So you have both of them together. And if you do want to donate to the Darion Hopkins Sports Show, make sure you use the $D Hopkins Show right there at the bottom of the screen. But Victor Wembanyama, can he turn, the San Antonio into a free agent destination?
He's not even going to turn him into a free agent destination. He's going to turn him into a contender. I had my doubts. So. I will honestly say I had my doubts about Victor Wembanyama until I saw him play in Indianapolis, Indiana while I was helping out Spurs Radio. Victor Wembanyama, you made a liar out of me, and now I'm interested. He got me interested real quick. He should have been the defensive player of the year.
That part.
He should have been the runaway unanimous defensive player of the year. But no, they wanted to give it to Rudy Gobert, and I really don't know why. I don't know why they gave it to Rudy Gobert, who folded like a deck of cards in the playoffs.
Now, like just what Art Koo was just saying about Devin Vassell, I think they found their starting five later on in the year. For the San Antonio Spurs with Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, Julian Champagne, Jeremy Sochan. They finished with a plus minus 3.3 in the net rating in 404 minutes. But that group has finished with that group alone, finished 117.4 offense in a 96.6 defensive rating in 142 minutes with Keldon Johnson in place of Champagne. So I think they are very young.
Who's at the top of who's leading the charge?
Right now, it doesn't say who's leading the charge for that. Because I'm looking at the article right here, talking about it. But I think with Victor Wembanyama can make it a free agent destination, depending on the star. Wait, RQ said, "Are you a part of the Pacers radio?"
No. I was with Spurs Radio when I did that game in Indianapolis.
Okay. But I think it really depends on the star and how they would fit with Victor Wembanyama. Like if you could think off the top of the head, who would be a great fit to come to San Antonio with Victor Wembanyama right now?
That's a great question. Because there are many. You know what? I have one.
Mm.
And you're going to think I'm crazy for saying this. Anthony Edwards.
You think Anthony Edwards will leave Minnesota? I'm just being completely honest. Do you think he would leave Minnesota right now?
So I'm being honest too. Now that has the capital word of potential in front of it. That has the word potential in front of it. We don't know if he's going to leave or not. He probably won't because he wants to leave that franchise, and I applaud him for that.
But I can see a few names that I see here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that could probably go to, you know, to the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, you might not like this, but I think I do. I like a Donovan Mitchell to go to San Antonio.
I would not be surprised, and I think I'd welcome it. I
think Donovan Mitchell would be a great fit for Victor Wembanyama.
Yep.
Even not him, a little younger guard like a Darius Garland.
Mm-hmm.
Both
of them.
I think both of them would be great for San Antonio.
And here's why Donovan Mitchell would be a great fit in San Antonio. With Victor Wembanyama, you got 7 feet 4 inches that can patrol the paint as well as step outside.
Mm-hmm.
With Donovan Mitchell, you allow a frightening pick and roll where they both can stretch the floor. Both can stretch the floor.
Yeah, they both can stretch the floor, and I think like Trey Jones is a okay guard, but I think he's a 6th man in my personal opinion. I don't think he's a starting point guard in the league. I love Trey Jones. I love what he does, especially when he was over in Memphis. I think Memphis should have never got rid of him. If the Spurs get Josh Giddey, I got mixed emotions about Josh Giddey. I got mixed emotions about him. Because the whole situation that went down with him off the court. Do you really want I don't know if
you really want that. Do you really want that
problem in San Antonio with
culture
in there?
Do you really want that problem in a culture that Greg Popovich established when he first became the coach?
Right.
Because he's not going to stand for that nonsense.
He's not.
He is not going to stand for that nonsense.
And Giddey has to develop his game too. I think Josh Giddey got to develop his game. And I don't think even though he don't fit with OKC, I don't think he fits with San Antonio. I think Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland fits better than Josh Giddey, in my personal opinion.
I believe that too.
And whoever they get in the draft, that's going to be a fit because Pop love his international players.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
So I think he. So to answer the question, can he make it a free agent destination? Yes, he can.
Mm-hmm.
Just by what he did last year, and rightfully so.
He's starting to do that already, just with his performance this past year,
right?
And all the buzz that he generated even before he got to Texas. Because now, listen, all the buzz that he generated before he even got to San Antonio, before he was even drafted by San Antonio, all the buzz started. But we knew it was a perfect fit from minute one when the Spurs drafted Victor Wembanyama. It was a foregone conclusion. Now, with Wembanyama there, you have bought yourself a window of about 5 seasons to build the team around Wemby just when he's coming into his prime, and he can carry that Spurs franchise like Tim Duncan and David Robinson and George Gervin before them.
Mm-hmm. And you notice that with the San Antonio Spurs, we've seen it where they build their rosters around their big men.
Yep.
We've seen it with Gervin. We've seen it with Duncan. We've seen it with LaMarcus Aldridge. We've seen it with Gasol. We've seen it. He built around his big men instead of building around the guards.
And he loves his big. And he loves it. And here's the thing: the shortest player in that bunch that he built around happened to stand 6'8". That's George Gervin.
Yeah.
Gervin was one of the early hybrids out of Eastern Michigan. He played guard. He played forward. He was with the Bulls for a year when Michael was out with an injury, and he filled in the backcourt there. But as you said, the Spurs, as a history, love to build around their bigs.
Mm-hmm.
And Victor Wembanyama is the latest in a line with a few more tools attached to it.
Right.
With a few more tools attached to it.
So we both do agree that San Antonio will be a free agent destination, probably for a lot of players. You got to think about it too. You got Pascal Siakam might be a free agent this summer. OG Anunoby is a free agent this summer. You got a few quality players that can fit in with San Antonio that can go there, especially if San Antonio got the money, which I think they do. Because I think Wembanyama is on a rookie contract, so I think he's not getting paid any max dollars at this moment. But you can go out and get some veterans around Victor, and it could be a contender in the West.
And Siakam could be one of them. Gives you a rebounding advantage.
Yeah. Siakam you on the same page when it comes to that, bro. Me and you on the same page when it comes to that, because I was just thinking the same thing. And I love Siakam with Indiana Pacers. I do. But I feel like he could be the star be alongside with Victor Wembanyama in San Antonio. I just think so. Or you could just add a Donovan. If you had the money to add a Donovan or give Garland a little bit of that money and add Pascal Siakam in that with Victor, you got your potential.
You got your potential work. You got your potential big three. You just said it. Thank you. You climbed in my head again. You got your potential big three with Siakam, Wembanyama, and Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
You got your potential big three.
Trae Young's a free agent too, but I just don't.
No.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Trae Young going to San Antonio. I'm not a fan.
Let me put the kibosh on that. No, and hell to the no. Do you really want that head case in a structured environment as Greg Popovich runs? See, there's the big word right there that no one else is willing to use except us. Structure. Greg Popovich for 26 years has had a structured environment, and that will not change.
Right.
Victor Wembanyama was drafted by the Spurs, and I said at the time, and I continue to say, Victor Wembanyama is in the perfect situation, and he's got the perfect coach to develop him. And there's your big problem with Trae Young.
He can't defend.
He won't. No. Not can't. Won't.
Yeah, he won't defend. He
won't defend.
I'm not a fan of Trae Young. I think offensively he's good, but defensively he stinks.
He stinks. For me, he stinks all around. And it goes back to something I believe in. He only played 1 year at Oklahoma. One. His development wasn't complete.
They thought that he was a big shot there at Oklahoma, and I think he should have stayed another year. Just in my personal opinion, he should have stayed another year.
He should have stayed another 2 years. He should have stayed another 2 years and captained that team. But Trae Young wanted to turn into Kyrie Irving, and when Kyrie Irving left Duke University, Mike Krzyzewski gave him a handshake, and as soon as he walked out of Cameron Indoor Stadium, Mike Krzyzewski said, "Hallelujah."
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Trae Young. Trae thought he couldn't be coached. And to this day, with his days with the Atlanta Hawks, he still thinks he can't be coached. There's your problem.
That is a big, big problem. Big problem. But that's all the NBA news that we have for y'all here. We do want to plug in. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to Snowman Multimedia. He's probably going to put the link in the chat. So make sure y'all go subscribe to both of his channels, because he has a channel that's 100% raw and uncut, and he has his professional channel as well. So make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Snowman Multimedia. And I'm definitely going to be coming on to the show now. Since the school year's out, I'm fully home. I'm doing this full time for the summer. So yeah, it's going down. So I'm definitely going to be over there in the morning. But
Good.
Oh, see, I missed this one. I'm sorry. RC, can Wemby with another big like Laurie Marketing. I like Laurie Marketing.
You stretch the floor again.
Yes, you stretch the floor.
You stretch the floor again with a hot shooter like Marketing. You stretch the floor again.
Right. So make sure y'all look at both of the links in the chat there. Snowman Multimedia, just put it in there. Make sure y'all go check out those links right there and subscribe to his channel. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Vigo at D Hopkins Show 1. So definitely that's the ID for Bigo and everything else of that nature. But we want to switch over to some NFL. It's not really too much NFL, but we got a few things NFL.
Okay.
And
what we got?
Of course, we're going to talk about the Atlanta Falcons losing a 2025 pick for Kirk Cousins in free agent contract tampering. Now, I'm not going to go too far into what it says, but according to Tom Pelissero, that the NFL is docking the Falcons' 2025 fifth-round pick for violating the league anti-tampering policy with Kirk Cousins, Darnell Mooney, and Charlie Warner. Now, the team also was fined $250,000 to GM Terry, which is Fortnot? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Yeah, whatever his name is, being fined for $50,000, and violations are considering. Let me go to it. Violations are considering logistical such as making a travel arrangements after players agree to terms, did not involve a contract prior to the negotiation window per sources.
Translation.
What the hell's going on out here?
Tell me how you feel, Snowman, about this, this tampering.
First of all, why would you want to tamper with a 36-year-old quarterback coming off of a torn ACL? My question.
What? I thought it was an Achilles.
What the fuck?
Torn Achilles. Once again.
What? What the fuck?
For the third time. Translation.
What? What the fuck?
That's what every person in Atlanta should be saying right now. You gave $90 million guaranteed to a 36-year-old quarterback, which we affectionately call Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins, coming off of a torn damn Achilles. What in the blue hell were you thinking, Atlanta? You got Michael Penix. Give him the keys right now. You tell Kirk Cousins, you cost us. Get the hell out.
I think they kind of overpaid for Kirk Cousins, but I'm going to have to say this, though.
Kind of overpaid?
I'm going to have to say this, though. Whoever his agent is, I have to salute him. Even though Kirk Cousins is not, me personally, I don't have an issue with Kirk Cousins, but whoever his agent is, his agent always makes sure that Kirk Cousins get the bag. I don't know how he does it, but he makes sure that Kirk Cousins gets the bag.
He must have a hell of a sales package because he's negotiated Cousins' last 4 contracts, and this is his last one, for 1 playoff win. 1. And that win came, oddly enough, at the expense of the New Orleans Saints. So now he's in the same division with New Orleans. They expect him to go out and throw for 4,000 yards, and he's coming off of a torn Achilles.
Right.
Not sprained, torn.
What's up, Isaiah Sports Coverage? What's going on?
Isaiah Sports Coverage. What's going on?
But
he's coming off of a torn torn Achilles. Torn.
Yeah.
Nothing to say but torn.
But it wasn't just Kirk Cousins that they did the tampering with. They did it with Darnell Mooney too. I think I was kind of surprised at that. I was kind of surprised about that. Oh my God. Now you made me want to get off this live and just go play the goddamn game. That's what you really want me to. Oh my God.
That's the Atlanta Falcons season right here and now.
And I'm kind of surprised that they did it with, and I don't know the other guy, but Darnell Mooney, I was really surprised that they really did that to him as well. And I think $250,000 is not enough for 3 players that you tampered with.
Add 3 zeros.
250 million?
Mm-hmm. Add 3 zeros. Every franchise in the NFL is worth at least $2 billion.
2 or 3 million could have gave that. I don't know about 250 million, but I think if you would have did at least 2 to 3, at least $4 million in fines with that, then yeah. But $250,000 plus another $50,000 from the owner, I think that's really lowballing it from the NFL. And
and they can make that back in one game.
They sure can.
They can make that back in a game, if not sooner.
Right.
So to the Atlanta Falcons, to Atlanta Falcons, and I know so many Atlanta Falcons fans, and they're very dear to me, but they know I pick on them. So to Atlanta Falcons fans, to thinking y'all are going to compete this year,
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
There's your Falcon season and the NFC South season in a nutshell. Because the NFC South is going to be the tank division again. And every coach in the NFC South division should be told at the end of the season, you're fired for having a losing record. Thank you, Cole Johnson, for that one.
Oh, shout out to Cole Johnson, man. Shout out to Cole Johnson.
He's terrific. He's my executive producer, and he acts such a fool with us with all the stuff that he gives us.
But speaking of tampering, we do have a team that actually was cleared in free agent contract tampering, and that was the Philadelphia Eagles. Saying that the Eagles did nothing wrong in signing Saquon Barkley, at least in the NFL's eyes. They say the NFL Network Tom Telesur relayed the memo Thursday that the league investigated whether the NFC East team tampering with the star running back did not discover any sufficient evidence to support the finding anti-tampering policy was violated. Now, the investigation, including interviewing Eagles general manager Harry Roseman and Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni and Penn State coach James Franklin, as well reviewing phone logs and text messages. That the NFL include Franklin is an investigation of notables since the comments added fuel to the tampering speculation.
Stop the cap.
What's your thoughts on that of the Philadelphia Eagles being cleared for anti-tampering for Saquon Barkley?
Stop the cap.
No, man.
Stop the cap.
Let me know how you feel about that, man.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Once again.
Stop the cap.
So you feel like they did do some tampering to get Saquon Barkley there?
Yes.
Explain it. Tell them why.
Timing.
Timing?
He gets released by the Giants, and then less than 2 weeks later, he signs with Philadelphia.
Got a point.
And as far as Philadelphia, okay, Eagles fans are going to hate me this year, and I'm teasing you as I say this, but as far as Eagles fans go, no. I'm not going to play this for the Eagles because I expect them to win the division. I am going to play this sound for the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm good. AK? I'm good. What's up, AK?
Real quick to show some love before I head to bed. I forgot that you overseas, bro. I know you're. I think you're Australia, AK, right? You're Australia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know it's that time over there, but with the Philadelphia Eagles, I mean,
I think
the Eagles to compete to them. I think it does because I feel like he already wanted to go to Philadelphia before he got released from the New York Giants. And think about it, he went to Penn State. He is from Pennsylvania in itself. And James Franklin got involved in the situation for him.
And that was another sticking point for me while they were doing this investigation. James Franklin, his former coach, got involved in this. Now, I do not know and will never claim to know every rule and regulation when it comes to tampering, how the violation works. I just look at it from an outsider looking in and just looked at the timing. And that put a question mark in my head. But if they've been cleared, they've been cleared.
Exactly. If they've been cleared, they've been cleared. That is absolutely fine with me. But I still think it's some dirty laundry going on in the Philadelphia Eagles camp. I'm just saying.
Let's see. What was I saying earlier about the Eagles being cleared of tampering?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
Wow, it's 2 a.m. Friday.
And after this year, Nick Sirianni will be told, "You're fired."
I want him to get fired after the season was over, in my personal opinion.
I mean,
because he don't run the football enough, and this is the problem with Saquon Barkley going to Philadelphia. He doesn't run the football enough.
Saquon Barkley can't stay on the damn field.
That's another thing too. And you see how much money they gave him? I think they
overspent for Saquon Barkley. They should have kept DeAndre Swift and used him more. Because remember, after he ran wild against the Minnesota Vikings, after he ran wild against Philadelphia, we didn't hear much from DeAndre Swift.
We sure didn't.
You know, a team that he should have challenged? San Francisco. You put your run game against our run defense, and we'll put our running game against your run defense and see who wins. Mm-hmm. The Eagles, beginning in the second quarter of that game, backed down.
Now, I know this is going to throw you off a little bit, but I want to ask this question.
Try me.
How did you feel about Josh Jacobs going to the Green Bay Packers?
Who?
How did you feel about Josh Jacobs going to the Green Bay Packers?
Who?
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish nothing but the best for Josh Jacobs. But the way he went out and didn't say, "Oh, thank you to the Raiders, thank you to the organization, thank you to the fans." He didn't say thank you to nobody. He just up and hit it. So at this point, as a Raiders fan, fuck you, Josh Jacobs.
Thank you. I say the same thing about Eric Armstead. Because he didn't say thank you when the 49ers released him, and he signed with Jacksonville 1 week after that. So fuck you, Eric Armstead, even though you were one of my favorite defensive players for years. Here's the other problem. Here is the reason. I never got a chance to explain this, but here is the reason I think the 49ers released Eric Armstead after this year. He was damaged goods. And the same could be said with Javon Kinlaw. Oft injured. And we drafted Javon Kinlaw in the first round in 2020. We drafted Javon Kinlaw first round in 2020. He somewhat had a recovery season this past year, but he could not stay on the field. And because of that, we got new blood in a new system with a new coordinator who I think is going to lead the 49ers defense back to the top of the charts. See you later.
Now, I understand
Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Running back, but he's just like another Saquon Barkley. Can he stay on the field?
You know why Josh Jacobs got paid by Green Bay? One run against the Seattle Seahawks 2 years ago in Seattle.
In overtime.
But
wait. Josh Jacobs did lead the league in rushing one of the years that he was with us. And he was not that bad of a running back. I'm going to say that. But my problem with him is that I understand that you're going through another coach. You really love Antonio Pierce. You really liked the coaching staff that he put together, but you wanted to get paid extra amount of money that most running backs was not getting paid. And you kind of like got underpaid in Green Bay. You didn't get the guarantee money that you wanted in Green Bay. You still kind of lowballed yourself a little bit. And me personally, I think the fact that y'all released Aaron Jones for Josh Jacobs, I thought that was BS. Green Bay, I think Aaron Jones is the better running back. People can say what y'all want, but Aaron Jones is the better running back. And you can see he's the more consistent running back than Josh Jacobs. Now, if you had Josh Jacobs in fantasy last year, which I did, he didn't do a damn thing for me last year. Fantasy-wise,
I had my fantasy running back already in week 1, beginning with week 1, and I rode him all the way through the year.
And I wrote it out.
You already know who that is.
It's got to a point where I just feel like at the end of the day that Josh Jacobs, he went to Green Bay. He's going to look ugly in that freaking cheesy and green. He's going to look like a pack of horse shit. That's what he's going to look like.
He said cheesy and green.
The cheesy and green. It's going to look like you just put a bunch of cheese on top of your broccoli and ate it and took a shit and like all this
and all that happened.
Right.
And people actually like that team. And people actually like that team. That's okay.
I don't have nothing against the Packers. I just feel like Josh Jacobs, the way he went about this process, he should have went about it a little bit different. And I feel like the Packers should have gave more respect to Aaron Jones and paid him that money instead of Josh Jacobs. I'm sorry, numbers don't lie. Consistency doesn't lie. And that's one thing about Aaron Jones, consistent. Josh Jacobs, not consistent.
Not consistent. And they gave up on Aaron. Well, Aaron Rodgers gave up on the Packers 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They gave up on the Packers 2 years ago. He gave up on the Packers 2 years ago. The Raiders gave up on Josh Jacobs 2 years ago after that run in Seattle. Because since then, to outline your point and to illustrate your point, what has he done since that run in Seattle where he had almost 200 yards?
I mean, he had 100-yard games. He has some 100-yard games, but at the same time,
has he been the same Josh Jacobs? Has he been the same Josh Jacobs that's a threat to run it all the way at any time? Has he been that threat since that game in Seattle 2 years ago?
No, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you why. Josh McDumbass.
I love you for that, and I can't find any lies.
Josh McDumbass.
Josh McDumbass.
Josh McDumbass has tainted Josh Jacobs' career with that shitty offense.
Forever.
Josh
McDumbass. The same way Mike McCarthy has tainted the Cowboys forever.
And they still see the difference between the Raiders and the Cowboys. We got rid of McDumbass, and they still got McCartwright, whatever his name is. I don't care. Matter of fact, McCart.
Let me use the name that
wrong because he just
let me use the name. Let me use the name that one of my partners, Victor Locke, calls him. Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
Yep. Can't go wrong with it.
Pennywise the Dancing Clown. Excuse me a couple moments. I gotta make a phone call, y'all. Stand by.
So we're gonna put it on standby. So Snowman's gonna have to make sure you put your mic on mute too. I don't want to, So we just gonna stand by for a little bit and make sure he has to make a quick phone call. But hey, make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. Shout out to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the YouTube page. If this is your first time ever being at the YouTube page, we highly suggest that you subscribe, hit the bell button, and get the latest news and all sports news, live play-by-plays, podcasts, just like this one on the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. And I will be live tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I will be live for WNBA action. We will be doing, I forgot the game. I got the game right here. But we got a live play-by-play for WNBA live at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time, where we will be doing the Seattle Storm at 8-4 against the Dallas Wings, which is 3-7 at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. We definitely want to be in the building for that. So we're gonna take a quick break here until Snowman comes back, and then we're gonna go. Josh Jacobs is a solid running back. He sure is. He's a solid running back, but he just wasn't. I just think he's not better than Aaron Jones. That's just my personal opinion. But hey, we'll take a quick break. We're going to show y'all a little bit of videos, and we'll be right back. It's the Darion Hopkins Sports Show.
Listen up, sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest new European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the table. Sign up at BetUS.com today to get into the action. BetUS, where the game begins.
This episode of the Darion Hopkins Sports Show is sponsored by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the #1 platform to browse, discover, and experience best events in town, all in the palm of your hand. From heart-pounding concerts that can make you dance to nail-biting sports games that can keep you on the edge of your seat, SeatGeek has it all. From exclusive deals and personalized recommendations tailored just for you. Use the promo code DHopkins and get $20 off your first purchase. So join the movement. SeatGeek. Get up, get out, and get tickets. I just want to let you know that's my voice behind the SeatGeek audio there. I actually did the voiceover for that. It was good to do. But I'm going to say this. Shout out to AI. Shout out to AI for putting that script together for SeatGeek. I thought it was pretty dope. But shout out to AI for that. Shout out to ChatGPT for that. But
ChatGPT has saved my ass.
Surely.
When I've had to record my own commercials, which I have to redo here soon. The ChatGPT has saved my ass because I could sit here in front of my computer all day thinking of what I can type, but can't type it.
Right.
No, not a chance. Not a chance.
But I just want to let everybody know again, I will be doing a WNBA game today at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. The Seattle Storm and the Dallas Wings. I'll be doing that game on this channel. So make sure y'all come.
You gonna have some wings tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna have some wings tonight. We're gonna have some wings tonight, brother. But we got one more topic in the NFL, and I think this is an interesting one. NFL free agency is going to be it definitely did happen, but they actually have a ranking of the best unsigned players under 30.
Oh dear, here it comes.
So where you want to start with this? You want to go from 10 to 1? We can go 10 to 1.
10 to 1.
All right. So I'm just gonna say the name right now. We have at number 10, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, center Mason Cole. He's 28 years old. In his 2022 campaign, Pittsburgh was much better. He started all 17 games and played over 1,000 snaps and only gave up 3 stuffs, 1 sack, and no penalties for Mason Cole.
Next.
For the number 9, you have Jamal Adams.
Give me this button. Give me this button right now.
Next!
Like I said, so they saying that Jamal Adams was the most accomplished player on this list. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler and a 1-time first-team All-Pro. It was considered one of the best players at his position and earlier in his career. Unfortunately, we all know that injuries had led him to a rapid decline in his availability and production. So
Jamal Adams,
nothing for you.
And I agree. Number 8 is defensive lineman Rasheem Green. He's 27 years old. He isn't going to transform into any defensive lines around the league. He's most disruptive year. Only saw him with 6.5 sacks and 6 tackles for loss. He is, however, youthful, versatile defensive lineman that would be on a roster. So these are all unsigned free agents under 30. That's at number 6. Number 7, they have offensive lineman Connor Williams from the Miami Dolphins. Connor Williams comes from a pretty big asterisk on the list, where he put together a good 2023 season before tearing his ACL, ended up prematurely, and it appears that he hasn't signed with a team yet. But I see why. He tore his ACL at the end of the year. That makes sense. And his agent is Drew Rosenhaus. I think he can come off.
Yeah, not even Drew Rosenhaus can negotiate this.
That's the problem. If you had Drew Rosenhaus as your free agent, I'm sorry. But I think this is the most intriguing one at number 6. That he's not signed to a team yet. And I'm surprised at this one.
He won't be either.
Hunter Renfrow at number 6.
Hunter Renfrow
is still unsigned. He's 28 years old with a 1,000-yard season. His resume, who's looking for work this summer, the former Raider was a Pro Bowler in 2021 with 103 receptions with 1,038 yards and 9 touchdowns. But he's been on the downhill because of Josh McDumbass offense. And Derek Carr is no longer there. And I just feel like right now, when he did have that 103 receptions, he was one of the top slot route runners in football at that time.
Which gives me a hell of a thought. Kyle Shanahan, line 1.
Well, I mean, you know Ayuk right now, don't y'all?
You know the 49ers are sneaky.
They are.
We're in the process of getting Brandon Ayuk paid. Okay. We took care of Christian McCaffrey. We took care of Nick Bosa. 4 years ago, we took care of Deebo Samuel.
Right.
We got a little space in there. You know John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan are fucking sneaky. And they're also fucking greedy. And another big piece that we took care of 4 years ago was George the Animal Kittle.
Yep.
took care of him. The biggest piece we have
I'm
to
just surprised that
of,
he's still a free agent at this moment, though. That's just blasphemous for me.
The biggest pending contract that we have to take care of aside of Brandon Ayuk is going to be Brock Purdy.
I think you're going to pay Brock Purdy, though.
Oh, we're going to pay
the former Raider Hunter Renfrow, not the baseball player, but the football player Hunter Renfrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised at him.
Out of Clemson, I think.
Out of Clemson, yes.
Out of Clemson.
He actually played, I think, that when they won the national championship.
Yes, he caught the game winner.
He caught the game winning catch.
Caught the game. Josh McDumbass.
Josh McDumbass screwed another player over.
He screwed another team over. Just ask the Denver Broncos.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
Just ask the Denver Broncos about Josh McDumbass.
Is there something about the AFC West that he just wants to fuck over?
It's something about Josh McDumbass.
Yeah.
It's something. It's about Josh McDumbass.
Because he keep taking AFC West teams as head coaching jobs. That's why I said that.
This is why I'm glad he never. This is why I'm partially glad he never took the San Diego Chargers job. Because
I'm not looking forward to Harbaugh being in this division. I'm not looking forward to it at all.
Why?
I'm not looking forward to this division is going to be really interesting to watch in the AFC West.
The NFC West is on lockdown.
It's on lockdown, but it's going to be very, I think out of the three teams between us, Raiders, and Chargers, it's going to be very interesting. We all know who's at the top of that totem pole, but everything after that is going to be a battle.
Yeah, Raiders, Chargers, and Broncos is going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Just like Seahawks and Rams are going to be a bloodbath. Yeah. I expect nothing from the Cardinals this year.
Yeah, I ain't expecting nothing from the Cardinals this year.
You have Kyler Murray still as your quarterback.
Yeah, that's another.
There's your problem. There's your problem. You know, you're going to laugh at this. Someone actually compared Kyler Murray to Brock Purdy when I did a game last year.
Oh, hell no.
I'm serious. I am dead serious. Because Murray came back from his injury to play against us in Arizona in week 15. All right. I had a commenter say, watch Kyler Murray turn into Brock Purdy. I said, you dare put those two in the same sentence? Yeah. 330 yards later, his Cardinals got eliminated. Darion, I'm as serious as a heart attack. Somebody stupidly compared Kyler Murray to Brock Purdy on a game that I did.
That's ridiculous.
All right. Let's wrap this up with a little fun.
Let's finish up this list. Already. Number 5, they have cornerback Adoree Jackson on this list.
Next!
So they said the cornerback position where depth matters, and a corner Adoree Jackson could help a lot of teams in that regard. The 2017 first-round pick has never been a ball hawk, but he just had 4 career interceptions, and he hasn't had more than 10 pass defenses since his second year in the league. He's still been a starter for 7 years, playing in multiple schemes and delivering a commendable results for the most part. He has an inside-out versatility that a lot of teams could use as their cornerback room it comes into focus throughout camp. He's 28 years old, and he only has 4 interceptions in his career. That's a lot to try to make a team at this point.
Oh, hell no!
Yeah, let's move on. So they do have my bad. I think they have the landing spots for each team. I mean, for each player. I'm sorry. So going back to Mason Cole, the landing spots could have been the Dallas Cowboys or the Denver Broncos.
Next!
For Jamal Adams, the landing spots is going back to Seattle. And look at that. The San Francisco 49ers is a landing spot.
Next!
Ain't a goddamn way.
Rasheed Green, the landing spots for him is the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders. For Connor Williams, the landing spots are the Denver Broncos and going back to the Miami Dolphins. Hunter Renfrow. I'm not surprised at these two teams. In the landing spots they have is New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Neither works.
Only reason why they say the New Orleans Saints because the connection that he has with Derek Carr. That's the only reason why they saying that.
And how many injuries is he playing through?
Who, Derek Carr or Renfro?
Derek Carr.
Don't get me to lying. Adoree Jackson, of course, they got him landed at the Las Vegas Raiders in the Houston, Texas. Go to Houston.
Go to the Raiders.
No. Go to Houston.
Go to the Raiders. The Raiders can use you even though they don't have Josh McDumbass.
Here come the now this is the anti-tampering right now. Anti-tampering from Snowman right now. You know, he's tampering with me right now. So
I haven't begun to tamper with you yet.
Oh my God. But this I swore this guy retired, but why is he on this list? Corey Davis, the wide receiver.
Don't read it. Don't read it. Just go on. Just move on.
The landing spots they have is the Jets to the Buffalo Bills for Corey Davis. Number 3, Yannick Ngakoue. I'm kind of surprised that number 1, I really didn't want to get rid of him with the Las Vegas Raiders. I think he was a great for us, but I understand why. I understand why we did it. But you know, he's 20. I thought he was older than 29.
Yeah, I thought he already had crossed 30.
Yeah, I thought he's only 29 years old. And the landing spots they have for him is the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. I would not be surprised if he signed with the Chiefs. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be either. I
wouldn't be surprised by that.
Nope.
The edge rusher from the Jets, Carl Lawson. I thought he was older than 28 as well. I really thought he was. But
Nothing for you.
But I think Lawson would definitely be. I think Carl Lawson would be better with the Baltimore Ravens. That's one of the landing spots that he have. And I can see him going to the Atlanta Falcons. They probably won't pay him much, but I think the best fit.
That's because they got all their money invested in Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins.
That's true.
That's why they can't pay anybody.
And the number 1 person that they have is Achilleo Witherspoon from the Los Angeles Rams. He's 29. He started all 17 games for McVay. He does have a passer rating of 75.7 when targeted with his hands in a career of 14 pass deflections. So, I mean, he's 6'2", 195, and they said the landing spots is the Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals.
I wouldn't be surprised if he signs with the Chiefs because when he was with the 49ers and he was called on to do some stuff, he sucked.
Yeah.
He sucked.
Definitely.
We got a few minutes left, so let's light up the chat and light up each other when I ask the question, what something would have to happen that would make you have to throw the whole season away?
What has to happen to make you throw
to
the
make
whole
you
season?
Say fuck it and throw the whole season away?
This is for any sport, or this is just for football?
This is for any sport.
Well, technically, if I go to football, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're up like 40-18 in the fourth quarter, and the team comebacks and lose, just throw the damn game away.
Now, this is where
if you're up 40-18 and you lose 48-40, then that's a problem. Throw the whole season away.
This is where I get to pick on D-Hop and give him a real prime example. What would make D-Hop throw the whole season away? I begin with his Raiders, and in a simple sentence, chasing Christian McCaffrey.
Let it go. Let it go, man.
EA Sports didn't. It's undercover, for God's sakes.
Listen, I'm not buying the game. I'm not buying the game.
Don't lie.
I'm not buying the game.
Folks, he's buying the game. Trust me, he's buying the game.
If they have like a deluxe with a different person on the cover, then I'll buy that.
You're gonna buy it with McCaffrey on it because you love the game. Stop it.
No.
Stop the cap.
No.
Other things that'll make
you know what I would do?
The whole season.
I won't even buy it at full price. I would buy it discounted price.
Oh, you stupid.
I would buy it.
Okay.
Listen, you know I got Xbox Game Pass.
Yes.
I pay that $16 a month. So I get a discount on it. It's 30 to 50% off. I'm buying it. I'm not buying that shit full price.
All right.
Absolutely not.
Since you're a Phillies fan,
right?
The Phillies choking the divisional lead away to the Atlanta Braves. That would make him throw the whole season away.
I hate the Braves with a passion.
That makes two of us.
I want to put the Braves in a goddamn chokehold. Like at this point, like, no, I just want to be like, you goddamn Braves. Like, oh my God. Like I just they kill me.
The years I wanted to put what make me kept throwing the season away, Tom fucking Brady.
Yeah. I mean, respectfully, he got his jersey's retired. He's in the Patriots Hall of Fame, respectfully. But I would make a listen. I'm happy he's retired. I'm tired of him winning.
I'm tired of looking at
him winning.
Yeah, and he's going to cost Greg Olson his number one job at Fox. And if I were Greg Olson, I told him I would tell them I'm out of here.
Tell them up yours. How about that?
Exactly.
I would tell them up yours. Forget that, man.
Okay, something that would make me throw the whole season away. The ending to Super Bowl 58, where I logged off that game and cussed up a storm. And this is after I did a 90-minute post-game show. I did a 90-minute post-game show. Then I logged off. My wife was in bed. I laid in bed. She wrapped her arms around me and she said, let it out. And I cussed up a storm for a half hour. I said, baby, how did you know? She said, I watched the end of it while I was taking Sonya to work, and I know you. And you know this to be true. Any woman that can look you in the eye and say, I know you and know what you need, and then gives it to you, I have no complaints.
Right. Oh, you feel the same way about the Astro?
Did Jose Altuve piss you off that bad?
But speaking of baseball, we got a few games going on right now in MLB. Right now, you have the piece of shit fucking Atlanta Braves are up 3-0 on the Baltimore Orioles right now. You got the Nationals tied up with the Tigers at 1-1. You have the top of the second for the Yankees and the Royals. Still no score there. There's still no score between the Pirates and the Cardinals in the top of the second. But you do have a lineup tonight with the Cubs and the Rays at 6:50.
Go Rays.
You got the Marlins and the Mets at 7:10. Who you taking there, Snowman?
Don't care. Move on.
Phillies and Red Sox. I'm definitely taking the Phillies. I think we bounce back.
Phillies 41, Red Sox 3.
Damn. The Oakland Athletics plays the Twins. Who you got there?
I want anarchy. I'm taking the Athletics.
Let's go. Listen, people can say what they want. I love the athletic jerseys. I'm sorry. I actually have a sweatsuit that has the Oakland A's colors on it. And I don't know. There's something about them colors that's really intriguing to me.
I had a shirt jersey of Mark McGuire once upon a time. And I had a shirt jersey of Ricky Henderson before he went to the Blue Jays.
Yeah, yo.
Now, I dare anybody not to recognize the name Ricky Henderson. Because as a base stealer, Ricky Henderson, and I was a pitcher, Ricky Henderson drove me fucking nuts.
Yeah, you know what? I heard a lot about him. My father talked about him a lot, so I can understand your
number 24. Name number 24, Ricky fucking Henderson.
So you have the 9:40 game against the Angels and the Diamondbacks. Who you taking there, Snowman?
D-backs.
Then you have the 9:40 slot against of course, you're going to pick your White Sox over the Mariners.
No, I'm not.
What?
Not after what I've seen this series. I've already thrown the season away when it comes to the White Sox. And what threw this series away, Cal Raleigh walking us off with a slam in game 1 after we led that game 4-1. Allowed 7 unanswered fucking runs. I'm taking the Mariners.
You sound like me.
Fuck this shit. I love my White Sox. Don't get it twisted. I love my White Sox, but I'm also a realist. We ain't got no pitching. We can't score runs with 2 outs. We can't score runs at all. And then we have a 4-1 lead going into the bottom of the 8th inning against the Seattle Mariners, the West leading Seattle Mariners, with a chance to make our mark. in the American League and try to turn this damn thing around. And the next thing you know, we're tied at 4 going into the top of the 9th. We go up and down in order like pussies. And then Cal Raleigh walks us off with a slam. Yes, I'm pissed. And you can make that a short. I give you permission to make that a short.
Oh, I'm so going to make that a short.
Listen, anytime you have me on and you want to make shorts with me, you have my full editorial permission. Go with it.
Say no more.
I thought you'd make some yesterday.
Oh, no. I got some. I got some.
Okay.
I got some. I'm definitely listening.
I just gave you one on silver platter. I love my White Sox, but I'm also a real baseball fan, and I love seeing fundamentals. And right now, the White Sox don't have any.
In the last game they have on tonight is the Rangers and the Dodgers. Who are you taking in that game?
Give me the fucking Rangers. I fucking hate the Dodgers.
I hate the Dodgers. I think they're so overrated. Like,
listen, the Los Angeles Dodgers have been overrated since 1988. I don't even allow them 2020. Fuck the Dodgers.
I can't stand
the Dodgers.
I hate the Dodgers.
I hate the Braves. Listen, fuck the Dodgers, fuck the Braves, and me personally, fuck the Cubs. Fuck them.
You said Lewis Robert needs to be traded.
I wouldn't be surprised if he is traded. 2 straight years we made the playoffs, 20 and 21, and then we just cratered after that. Absolutely. They need to rebuild the whole damn team. And Pedro Grifol, give me this button right here. They need to say this. Where the fuck you at? They need to say this to Pedro Grifol right now.
You're fired.
And march his ass out of the clubhouse.
Well, that is your slate for MLB, the slate that's going on right now in the game that comes on tonight. And we have 3 games for the WNBA where you have the Atlanta Dream at 5-5 going up against Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever at 7 o'clock.
Caitlin Clark drops 30. Caitlin Clark drops 35 with 6 threes, and the Fever win going away.
Now, I might end up doing that game besides Seattle in Dallas. I got to see if I have ESPN. I think I have ESPN 3. I'm not sure, but I am going to double check that.
I'm gonna double check my access also, because I may try to do that game, but if my wife comes in after 7 o'clock, then whatever I'm doing stops, and I go get dinner. Yep. and I go give my honey a massage. All right.
Facts.
Listen,
Absolutely.
The Dodgers should have fired Dave Roberts after 2019.
Right.
They should have fired Dave, and I'm gonna play why here in a minute. Let me look it up.
The Dodgers are postseason frauds. They're definitely postseason frauds.
They've been postseason frauds since '88, man. And you know why they should have fired Dave Roberts in 2019? I'll give you one name: Howie Kendrick.
Overly paid for Ohtani. You're right, Arku. Overly paid for Ohtani. Overly paid. But
let me find this clip real quick, and I'll make it an audio clip, and then I will play for y'all happily why I think the Dodgers should have never re-signed Dave Roberts, even though in the next year they did lead him to a title. It was in the midst of a pandemic and all kinds of shit was breaking loose. They should have fired. No, say it right. They should have told Dave Roberts,
"You're fired."
After 2019. They should have told him, "You fired then." Okay?
Yeah.
And then they got lucky 2 years later to win the division series against the San Francisco Giants.
Right.
The Giants got screwed in that series several 100,000 times over. I said it. And I mean every bit of it. They got screwed. They got absolutely screwed. You mean to tell me that there were so many missed calls in the Dodgers' favor in 2021, and you can't see the ones that you miss against the Giants, especially the last out of the game when the Giants had the winning run on base. Get out of here with that. Get the absolute fuck out of here with that. Just get out of here.
I just want to, finish up the WNBA slate as well.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You have the Seattle Storm and the Dallas Wings. I'm taking Seattle in this game.
Yeah, I'm going with Seattle.
I like Ogunwale. I think she's one of the best players in the WNBA, and especially with what she's averaging right now, and she's averaging 26.5 points a game. Jewel Lloyd, another one that actually made the U.S. Olympic team. She's averaging 21.5. I think this is going to be a great game, but I'm still going to take Seattle here.
Yeah, I'm going with the Seattle ring. I'm going with Seattle.
And then you have the 5-5 Las Vegas Aces going up against the 6-6 Phoenix Mercury. And I'm gonna just say this real quick. I really want to say this because this has really been on my heart. Kalia Copper, she is from my neighborhood. She's from North Philadelphia, and I didn't really get a chance to watch her in high school, but I did watch her in college when she did decide what college she wanted to go to and stuff of that nature. And the fact that I saw her video yesterday and she cried her eyes out when she found out she made the Olympic team. And, a girl that's coming from Rutgers, a lot of Rutgers players don't come into and get drafted to the WNBA. A lot of Rutgers basketball players don't. And to see her make the Olympic team coming from, and she always put a hashtag on her Instagram, hashtag just a kid from North Philly.
Yes.
A lot of kids don't come out of that that part of Philadelphia and make it to where she's making it at. So I put the Philly native on blast, and I salute her for being the player that she is, averaging 24.5 points a game for the Phoenix Mercury, on top of having Diane Taurasi and Brittany Griner. But this is going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a good game. Aja Wilson versus Kalia Copper. This is going to be interesting. But who are you taking? Who are you taking?
I'll take the champs. I'll take the champs. Yep. I'll take the champs.
Yeah. See, I don't. Do I really want to go against my Philly native? I'm gonna have to. I'm an Aces fan. I'm an Aces fan. I have to go to, but I feel like I can say this though. One thing I'm gonna say, Kalia Copper is gonna drop 30 tonight in a loss.
She's gonna drop 30.
Have like 37, but
she's gonna drop 30 and she's gonna win.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's gonna have 30. Listen, folks, the call. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna get real and I'm gonna get raw on my new YouTube channel later on. I was supposed to be getting a call about a job possibility. The call never came.
Is it before the sports? Is it for the sports podcast, or just for something completely different?
It was for something completely different. Oh, and I was supposed to get a call about doing a sports show here in the community. That call never came. And they were both supposed to happen today. And people wonder why I'm as apprehensive as I am, especially being disabled, and why I use my Cash App as much as I do. I hope that answers your question.
Wait, so on your actual Snowman multimedia channel, that's not monetized yet?
Oh, it's monetized. I just need more. I already got one payment coming, but I want to really maximize it the way I see others do, and the way I see others that come out of nowhere and they get all the support and the monetization. So that's monetized.
Yeah, it's probably something on the back end that we definitely got to help you with. If you do have time to do the play-by-plays and reactions on top of your podcast, that really will help your funding.
I might do that tonight. I might add that tonight because it's starting to become the rage now.
Yeah.
It's starting to become the rage. So I may do a game. Hell, I may do a game this matter of fact, I'll do a game this afternoon. I think
we'll do a baseball game.
Yeah. Are the Astros and Giants set for 3:45?
I can find out for you right now.
Find out for me really quick.
So Astros
and Giants.
I don't think Astros and Giants play today. No, they don't play today.
They don't play.
The next game is at 6:50, which is Chicago and Tampa Bay. Do you have New York and Miami at 7? But if you do want to do an afternoon game tomorrow, you have the Cubs and the Cardinals at 2:20.
Any others?
Then after that, you got New York and Boston at 6:30.
Fuck. Tomorrow's Friday. I got Saturday off. Here, let me look at the schedule. But yeah, that's what happened, folks. The call I was supposed to get, matter of fact, it rang only once and then they hung up. And then I called them back and I have yet to hear back from them. There.
Well, this is what happens this is why I decide not to work with certain people in the sports community just because of the lack of communication. I know yesterday that you called me, but I was in the middle of creating a short on my phone.
I thought about that. Man. And I thought about that. You were busy pushing out your content and you were getting ready for your live stream. Right. I may do a Celtics live stream tomorrow night. But here's why I finally have the clip loaded. Here's why I think Dave Roberts should have been fired after 2019. Nationals Dodgers Game 5 Division Series. Howie Kendrick is at the plate. Joe Kelly is pitching. And Dave Jagler with the call from the Nationals Radio Network.
Kelly's one strike pitch. Swinging a fly ball, center field deep. Bellinger going back to the warning track, to the wall. It's a grand slam. Howie Kendrick has done it. They're going crazy in the Nationals dugout. Howie Kendrick with a grand slam here in the 10th inning of Game 5. The Nationals 7, the Dodgers 3. Do you believe it? I believe it because I saw it, Dave Jagler sail over the wall to the 396 marker just to the right. And Kendrick, who'd had a tough series, robbed of some good chances for hits. Some other chances didn't come through. He had made 3 errors in the field, no doubt, not thinking about it then. And the Nationals' faith in him. 36-year-old Howie Kendrick with a grand slam in the 10th inning to put the Nats up by 4. Unbelievable.
Charlie Slows assists on the call for the Nationals Radio Network. But yeah, after what was supposed to happen and it didn't happen, I have now made the decision. I'm going all in on this. I'm all in. I want to get this blown up.
Right.
So I can turn this into an income.
Exactly.
Because the state of Indiana won't give me any the state of Indiana won't allow me to claim disability. I'm basically being told, folks, you're fine. You can go back to work. And this is after 2.5 years of health problems, blood clots, pancreatic cancer, and amputated toes, sitting in a wheelchair since January. I've been in and out of a wheelchair since January. I don't have my leg strength back. I'm saying fuck it at this point. I'm saying fuck all of it.
Absolutely.
Because I'm done. Matter of fact, I'll do some Friday night baseball. I will plan, and I will tell you guys right now the game I'm planning since I'm looking at it, and it's gonna be you know what? No, it's not. It's gonna be a doubleheader. I'm going to lead off with the Phillies and the Orioles at 7:05. And then, if time or strength permits, Angels and Giants at 10:15. I'm getting Friday night baseball back going again.
Absolutely.
I'll probably only do the one game, so y'all heard it here on my main channel.
Even though if you have to leave the Darion Hopkins Sports Show early and you got to do that, go ahead and do that.
So I need you guys, okay? I need you guys. Let me throw this up here one more time. I want to help my family, and I want this to be my weapon to do it. So here's this. There's my Cash App and my Venmo. If you can help in any way, that would be great. I'm also doing a live stream later on where I talk about the disappearance of the WNBA commissioner when it comes to the hatred of Caitlin Clark. I'm definitely going to expound on that, because where's the commissioner when you need her? Think about it. You got all this hatred and this harm, and yes, it's harm, going on right now. And through all this, especially after the foul that Kennedy Carter gave, we have not heard from the WNBA commissioner at all. And then I'm getting back into Major League Baseball on Friday nights.
And just one more thing I wanted to throw out there. Make sure if you are into hockey, make sure you watch the Stanley Cup final tonight. The South Florida Panthers are up 2-0 against the Edmonton Oilers. So if you do want to go into it, it's on ABC at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And me personally, I'm taking the Florida Panthers to go up 3-0.
Yeah, I'm taking the Panthers. That's it. That's it. There's my game tonight.
There's
my game tonight. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give hockey a shot. I said I would all year, but then my health went sideways. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot. Go ahead. Give it a shot, bro. I mean, I just can't pronounce names. I butcher names terribly.
I totally understand.
I butcher names terribly. Even when I did baseball games, like I just butchered names so badly doing Phillies games when I used to do them. But hey, it is what it is. But
you keep doing it. You keep doing it though, right?
Right. One day I'm going to do a Phillies game. One day, once I think the NBA season's over and I know they have a midday or an early game, that I would do
you let me know when it is, and I'll join you.
Yeah, because I would definitely do a baseball game via StreamYard instead of OBS. I would definitely do it that way.
Okay.
But yeah, make sure y'all go and help the snowman out. Like I said, the Cash App and the Venmo is in the chat. Make sure y'all go follow him and make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. Both of the links are in the chat for Snowman Multimedia. Same thing for Darion Hopkins Sports Show. You could definitely go and subscribe to the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. Find me on Bigo at D Hopkins Show 1. I'll definitely send you the information for the Bigo because it's definitely, I think it's a way, but I got to figure out how to do it. I got to see how I can get it on the website. Make sure you go to SeatGeek.com and use that promo code D Hopkins, get $20 off your first purchase, and make sure y'all go to Bet Us where you get 125% off your initial deposit for sports books. So make sure you go to betus.com and use that as well. You know, y'all see the Cash App for me as well, D Hopkins Show, if you want to donate to the channel. But there you have it, guys. Episode 5 is definitely in the books, man. Snowman Multimedia in the building, Darion Hopkins Show. We just gonna keep doing this and keep it a fun podcast as well. But anything else before you head out, man?
I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna get some stuff done here around the house before my honey gets home, and I'm going to try to do the Stanley Cup final tonight. Game 3 in Edmonton.
Yep. So make sure y'all go check that out over on Snowman Multimedia. I'm about to see if I have ESPN3, so I might do the Fevers game instead of doing the Seattle and Dallas Wings game. If I could get the Indiana Fever game on the television, then I would do that game. But if not, I would keep it with Seattle and the Dallas Wings.
Okay. But we both have time to prepare.
Absolutely. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And we'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. Darion Hopkins Sports Show, Snowman Multimedia, and we out. Peace out.
Listen up, sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest new European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the table. Sign up at BetUS.com today to get into the action. BetUS, where the game begins.
This episode of the Darion Hopkins Sports Show is sponsored by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the #1 platform to browse, discover, and experience best events in town, all in the palm of your hand. From heart-pounding concerts that can make you dance to nail-biting sports games that can keep you on the edge of your seat, SeatGeek has it all. From exclusive deals and personalized recommendations tailored just for you. Use the promo code DHopkins and get $20 off your first purchase. So join the movement. SeatGeek. Get up, get out, and get tickets.